Hi, folks. Andrew here, Top Fitness Strategies. Okay, thank you for being here. Today, we're going to talk about stories from the gym. That's right. All my life, or most of my life, I should say, I've been a gym rat since college through I don't know, about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I was a gym rat. I pretty much lived in the gym, different locations. I was living, different gyms I joined, and I have some stories to tell you from the gym because the gym is not always just about lifting weights. There are some good stories that come out of the gym, and it's just fun to hear. So, a couple of them are good. I don't even know how many I'm going to talk about today because I can talk for hours about different gym stories that I have. So, but hey, first time here. Thanks for being here. The sponsor today is the booty call. That's right. I did a booty call and it was fun. It was with a good friend of mine, Coach Red. She is a virtual personal trainer. By the way, her and I coined that phrase before it became popular. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And we did a call focused on the butt area, and we updated it a couple of years later. And because a lot of people are saying, well, I just don't have the butt I want to work on. I have the midsection. So we called it the Booty Call 2.0 Butts and Guts. And yes, it is for both ladies and for guys. It was an interview I did with her, and we had a great time with it. So it's yours, free for the taking. Click the link below, the Booty Call. It's yours. There you go. All right. Stories from the gym. Well, first of all, the gym can be an intimidating place for somebody that's never been there before. I know firsthand. And here's my first story. Because when I was in college and I started lifting weights, I was a scrawny little dude. I mean, I had zero muscle whatsoever on me. At the time, I was a distance runner, and I was a puny one. I wasn't very good distant runner, but that's what I like to do. I ran quite a bit. So I said I need to go to the gym and beef up a little bit. So I went at the college. I went to a small college, St. Joseph's College. Where's it right there? St. Joseph's College is my logo on my jacket. There you go. And and we had some, it was a college, so you had some pretty good sized football players on there. Me, I wasn't one of the good sized football players. I wasn't a football player at all. I wasn't even good size at all. I was just a little scrawny guy. And the time I went to the gym, very first time I went, I was by myself, and which is by design. I didn't go with anybody else. And at the time, there was another guy in the gym, and his first name was Rory. Rory. I'm not going to even tell you his last name because it's irrelevant, and I forgot honestly. But big guy. He was. I do believe he was one of the running backs on the football team, or one of the higher up players on the football team. This guy had muscles upon muscles upon muscles, and so he was working on his own stuff, and I was attempting to do my own stuff. And I'm on the bench press, and I don't even know how much I put on the bench press. I think maybe just a little more than the bar. It wasn't very much at all. So I lifted the bench up. I came down with it on my chest. I couldn't move it. It was stuck on my chest. I didn't know what to do, and I wasn't about to call out for anybody. Rory happened to see me there, comes over with one hand, he picks it up and takes it off and puts it down. And I look at him and all shameful. And I said, man, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Thanks for helping me out and blah, blah, blah. He looks at me and he says, you know what? Never, ever be embarrassed by what you can or cannot lift at the gym. Everyone has a starting point. So obviously, this is yours. So if you need help, just ask for it. Never forgot that. And to this day, I always say the same thing. Never be embarrassed by what you can or cannot lift at the gym. It's just that simple. So that's my one of my gym intimidation stories right there. Okay, that's at a gym. Now at home workout. I guess this wasn't at home. This was at another gym. Fast forward several years from there, my buddies and I started renting a little hole in the wall office space, if you will. It wasn't even an office space. It was just a in between corridor of joining businesses type thing. And it wasn't very big, maybe 12, 15 foot wide at the most, and maybe 30 or 40 foot long. But we all had different equipment that we brought in. and we actually one of the guys there was also a welder, so we welded a Smith machine and a couple other things together we put in there. And also one of the guys used to own a gym, so he had a lot of equipment himself. So the cool thing was is we all had our own key to come and go as we pleased. After all, we rented the place, right? Okay, so that was our place, and that's what we did. So one day I was bench pressing. Yeah, it's funny how all these stories are revolving around bench pressing, right? So I put a little too much weight on there. Again, it's funny how that happens, huh? And got the weight down. And at this time, I had muscle. I had muscle upon muscle. I was pretty big. All right, I was benching close to 300 pounds. 280 ish, 300 pounds. So I had a little bit of muscle on me. So I don't even remember what it was or how much I had on the bench at this time. But I brought the bench down and I couldn't push it up. Like, man, what am I going to do? Nobody's here now. Because I was by myself, I did not put collars at the end of the bars. Now, for those who don't know, when you put weights on the bar, some people put like a little they're called collars, but it's like a little brace at the end so the weights don't slide off. I've never been a fan of them, honestly, and no particular reason why. I guess maybe it's just too lazy to put them on. I don't know, but this particular time, I did not have any of these things on there. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I have this bench or this bar laying across my chest. If I just lean to one side, all the weights will fall off, and then I'll be able to just move it and I'll get it off my chest and move off the other side. All right, no problem. So I'm leaning, leaning over one side. If you're watching this, you can see I'm leaning over one side, and little by little, the weights start falling off. Well, as soon as the first weight falls off of one side, I forgot this thing called gravity takes place, and so immediately the other side of the bar falls down. So on one side, it's climbing off really slowly. Also, when one weight goes off of there, it falls off, and you hear a boom onto the ground because the weight fell off of the bar. Well, as soon as that happens, the bar is no longer even or balanced, and the other side is heavier, and all of a sudden it goes down in a rapid velocity, if you will, because once again gravity takes place, and it falls, and all the weights fall off the other side, and boom, all the weights hit the ground, make a loud noise. Well, there's still weight on the other side, so it teeter totters back over the other way, and boom, the rest of the weights fall off. Thank goodness no one was there to witness it because I looked like the total goofball, but I did get the weights off of me. So that was, um, I guess, a little bit of the embarrassing, and I look back now, funny thing because you went, duh, typical musclehead, no brain guy there. I forgot this thing called gravity exists. So what have you? Um, Another story, and I don't know why this happened, or I don't remember why this happened, or why we were talking about it. But I was at a major gym, a national chain at the time, and there was 5 or 6 of us working out. I had one particular workout partner that we worked out every morning, but there was the same group of guys that were always around there. We joking around with each other, well, sharing equipment, sharing machines, so on and so forth. And that just happens at the gym because, believe it or not, a gym is one of the friendliest places you're going to go to. Yes, it is. Believe it or not, you will soon find everyone is there joking around and having fun with each other. So we're talking about of all things politics, and this is way before. This was the '90s, okay? In the '90s, this is way before anything major for internet where you can find stuff right away. And we were all talking, and once again, not in a hateful or anything that way, but the Reverend Jesse Jackson came up. Once again, I don't know why, and it's not a knock on anybody or a pro for anybody, so don't think it is. But his name came up, and one of the guys I worked out with instantly, I mean, just like this, goes into this imitation of Jesse Jackson, and it was spot on. If you could have closed your eyes, you would have thought Jesse Jackson was there talking to you. It was so funny because he was just going on and on. pretending he was Jesse Jackson at the gym, talking in a Jesse Jackson, the Reverend, excuse me, Jesse Jackson voice. It was so funny. We were all cracking up. We were dying on the floor laughing. And once again, not political, nothing like that at all. It's just that how instantly out of the blue, this guy just breaks into this Jesse Jackson voice and starts cracking us all up. And needless to say, all of our workouts had to stop for a little bit because we had to gain our composure. But those are just some stories from the gym and different things, and we have fun. So my whole point is the gym can be lonely if you want it to be, or it can be fun if you want it to be. But you're gonna have stories no matter what kind of gym you have, even if you have a home gym. And I can talk about home gym stories in another episode, but wanted to talk about a little bit of stories, just a little lighthearted thing going on here. So appreciate it. Check out some of the other videos that we have going on here. And if you didn't know, Top Fitness Strategies is all about the fitness over 50 crowd. I want you to look better, feel better, gain some confidence. We're not here to show you how to show off your body on stage. That's what you want to do. Great, fantastic. I can direct you that way. But our whole goal is to get you feeling better tomorrow than you were today. Get you looking better tomorrow than you are today. Give you more confidence tomorrow than what you have today. We do that by helping you out with your health and your fitness. Okay. So, once again, Top Fitness Strategies. Appreciate it. Check out all the links below and we'll go from there. So, I'll stop it here, but it's been great. Thank you very much. Andrew, Top Fitness Strategies. Until next time, ciao.